Okay. Yo, what is up, people? This is Zero. Won't be a long line, but I don't wanted to talk about something recent that happened, and kind of want to get off my chest, and I'm pretty sure you're wondering what the picture's about. Yeah, I had a job I was working, and I quit it. I quit it. Quit it. I quit the job maybe like really just last week. Not even, just like, no man, it's technically 2 weeks. Cause I had, not this past Friday, Friday for that, that was like the last night I actually worked. And, but, before that, let me see if I can see my screen first before I go into the details. I just need to, cause I want okay, I see Rain a Woman in the chat. Okay, let me, cause I think, yeah. Hey, Petty Side Chick, how you doing? Yeah. Okay, I was just seeing who's all in here. Okay, well, I guess more people probably come in. If not, catch the replay. Yeah, so like this, yeah, so like my last day working there, and kind of started like I already was like kind of getting ready to quit anyway, and it really kind of went more in like the 2 or 3 weeks, leading up to the actual quitting. Then for that, like I had like a suspicion that my that the job I was working at was really about to shut down, and it was really because of some supervisor. It was like a couple of things my supervisor said that didn't sound right, and one of those things I remember it was later on something I think it was like a little bit after it was like a little bit after the 4th of July, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after that. And he was gone for about like yeah, he might have been gone for like about a week or two. So we just had the other guy. I guess he's a supervisor. I really never even asked what his position was, but I guess he must be, or at least assistant supervisor, whatever. I don't know. But I mean, it was like they were pretty cool. And then it was like when he came back, it was like things started changing. And used to be like cool, just being kind of chill. You do your job, whatever. You know, didn't want to mess with you. And then like I had like a my job was uh pretty much like independent of everybody else's. So like as long as I got my job done, I could pretty much chill as long as I want to with nobody bothering me. But for a reason, while my supervisor was gone, like the other guy decided to, start bothering me because he was saying, oh, what other people are complaining about it, which, they act like they didn't know that this was that like this was deal like people in my position was doing. They act like it was like a big shock or something. So, uh, with with that, you know, dealt with like that. And then when my supervisor came back, I went and like said, hey man, he said, hey, I thought you done left. He was like, no, not yet. And I didn't think about it at first, like when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. And then we were talking, and I mean, then I think like later we talked, and like, and I think like when he came back, like I think not too long after that, then maybe a week later, corporate came through. They stayed for a whole week. I didn't. You know, didn't know why, but know they were here for a week. And I think I talked to one of the guys. And okay, I'm thinking, asked him my job or whatever. Which I figured he's probably corporate because he didn't have the same outfit as like all the employees have, and he was asking me stuff. He was asking stuff about job, so I already knew. Yeah, you must be corporate or something. Somebody, you must somebody there from corporate. So, so I told him did job, and I think I missed one thing, but the other thing was about it. This one thing was explaining it was that he didn't actually tell me what it was and tell me what the function was, and and even when we were talking about well you didn't completely clean it, but that was the way he told me to clean it. Hey Tom Malone, how you doing, brother? That was the way he told me to clean it. So I was like, okay. I mean, they drank like I played them, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So after that, he get his idea. Oh, I can't be trusted anymore. So I'm like, okay, cool. He do all that. Like, okay, I guess I can't trust him either. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So as far as that, I was like, oh yeah, oh yes, yeah. We did that. I was like, okay. So now you starting to do a lot of like stuff. So like, oh well, I don't even provide you leeway if you not doing oh yeah, I'm doing fine. Tom. Yeah, yeah. So supervisor, like, start acting like you can't trust with him. Well, part of the deal was I afford you leeway, but I did everything I was told to do. So I'm like, okay, cool. Since and then like when you got to the point like, okay, you was going out of your way to say you don't trust me. So, okay, cool. So I'm like thinking in my head, okay, since you don't trust me, I don't trust you either. And really, I stopped really, being cool with him like that because I was like, oh, okay, I thought he was like a cool supervisor. But when he started doing that, it was just man, I was like, okay, cool. And then like I had like another guy who was like working with me. You know, we worked together, and then and like it did seem like he was really getting on him, but I think eventually started getting on him, and to the point where it seemed like we just been watched, been looked over all the whole time. Like they trying to like watch over us or whatnot. So I'm like, what we need to be watched over for? You know. So I mean it made no sense. So I mean it just got more and more ridiculous as time went on, and at the point where I was just like, if I needed to take a break and I need to take a break longer, I just go and just like I go hide in the bathroom. I ain't gonna front, I hide in the bathroom. So I was like, if I need another hour or something, I'll do that and whatever because like I'm gonna be true, my job don't really take all night, but I'm not about to do no extra work because they on that BS. So I mean I was able to get away for that with that for a while, and then it was supposed to be like 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks before I quit. I was actually planning on quitting. I was planning on going trying to apply for a job that one of my roommates had working at. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply that one. But then I'm saying like, oh, it's at part time. I'm like, I can't do no part time work. But but I was waiting on him to get back with me, whatever. So I waited about like I think matter of fact it was 2 weeks in before I quit. But like, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait another week, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess if I don't show up X, Y, Z, I guess I'm gonna be and I guess I'm gone. So I guess like it didn't come through, so I ended up working another week. And then I remember during that last week I was gonna leave. I remember like that weekend I was coming inside and I was like, just like working, so hard. I was like already kind of tired of everything. I'm like, okay, man. Just had me just so mad. I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to come back in Sundays. I was already planning on like not coming in on Sunday, and apparently other people had not planned on coming on Sunday either. So I guess quite a number of people had not came in on Sunday because that following Monday, which I had actually told them was I bet you if enough of us don't show up, I bet you they're gonna want to have a meeting with everybody to try to keep us here, to try to talk to us, and that's exactly what they did. Hey, Shar. So I was like, and I was like, what it is. They kept trying to tell us they gonna pay us whatever, pay us more money, which they never told us the amount, but they said it's coming through, and then all they do is just talk to the right people, and they're gonna get us the money. It's on the way. Which it was, I don't think it was ever on the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't on the way, and everybody else pretty much had that same thought. And then when they were talking to us about like trying to because they wanted to try to keep people here. But then they started, come with this BS. I'm like, well, yeah, we know we're short on people because they know, because like we're really short on people here, like, and people were already getting tired because like some folks had to do like 2 or 3 jobs because they were so short staffed. So so when they were talking, they pretty much said, well, these are corporate. you know, uh, he- well, he was like pretty much trying to talk us down. With us like, well, since corporate gave you more, since getting more hours, getting overtime, they're looking at it like, oh, you already getting paid more money. You know that, right? Like trying to, trying to, be on our side or whatever. Like, so I trying to be on our side. I'm like already thinking that you already got another, you got a job waiting on you. And oh yeah, before I forget, because this is the one that really made me think that really had me, thinking that they really gonna, shut down the place was like, things like maybe it might have been a day or a week after, he did that whole he didn't trust me type of deal, and he was talking to me about like, yeah, gotta change the way you're doing stuff because we can't do what we normally did. So we'll do this so you can keep a job, and I mean, I was like, okay, I didn't think about it first because, like, from what I was told before, my job was very high priority. So like after a minute, like leaving, and then like working, I'm thinking like, hold up, what the let me? What do you mean by that? And that's what I was thinking, like, okay, because I was like, that didn't sound right. Like, what do you mean keep a job? Like, you trying to tell me you gonna fire me or something? Like, what's up? So back to the other to to them talking. And like say, yeah, corporate's really cracking down on attendance or whatever. I'm like thinking y'all lucky y'all got people here because you already got people ready to quit anyway. And then not to mention there are jobs that are paying more than what y'all talking about that are close by here. So you would think they would be trying to be a lot nicer. No, which me and another coworker, suspect that they just want to make everybody quit because it doesn't make sense to have be short on people and then try to make them quit. Which I mean, it could be because of they don't want to pay people unemployment or whatever the case is. Whatever reason, they want to make people quit. So I had seen them, kind of, trying to do it anyway. And this is where we get to the final day, and this was not this past Friday, but the Friday before that. And I remember I was doing a job, whatever, and then I actually had to go to the bathroom. I wasn't even like, going there to hide. I was actually had to go to the bathroom. And I did that. And then, after doing business, I had to pee for a reason. It's just like I had to pee. So I went, so I peed, but it was hard coming out. So I was like, okay. After I did that, then I think I stood there for maybe like another 2 minutes later to check some stuff on my phone real quick before I go out. And then when I come out, that guy supervisor who was bugging me before for the main supervisor came back and he was saying, I've been standing there for 10 minutes. You've been standing there for 10 minutes. You know you're still in company time, right? And I'm just like, I said, no, I wasn't standing the whole time. And I mean, I knew he was lying, I believe he said that. So yeah, he may quit. But I was like, okay, cool. Cause like, be truthful, what he was doing was harassment, and I could have called Oshon real quick because that would constitute a a hostile work environment, which I did not do because I was already ready to quit. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, says you want to lie and do all that. Okay, cool. So that's all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna finish doing what I do. Get my little extra hours in. Cause I mean I catch the bus back, so I'm just waiting for to get close to the bus coming, and I'm gone. I don't even care about none of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go back and do the rest of my job, and like when I was doing that, like I see dude that I guess he's on the line too working, and look at me like he angry. I'm like you mad at me now? I'm mad at you, nigga. But it was just crazy. Saying that, but I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I'm hurrying getting done because I'm like, I don't even care. I'm just gonna do it. I don't even care if it ain't perfect, whatever. So, hey, 12, how you doing? But I seen, I was like, yeah, so I'm just trying to hurry, get out here, do what I gotta do, and then be done. So I was like, okay, I do it like how I normally do it. I mean, except for this time, I ain't really care too much if stuff was clean or not, because I cleaned stuff. Well, I mainly I clean drains, but like I ain't really care if they were all that clean or not. But I was like, I'm just gonna do them and get out the way. I mean, normally if it had been closer to like time like the bus come, I would have just I probably just left. But the crazy thing about it was like I was like, okay, I went in there. I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I get through. I clean the car, clean everything. Do what I need to do, and then I just go in, put my car back up where it is, and it's her and get my stuff and get out and go to get out on the bus. Before when I was getting out, I was like, I had like a crazy idea. I was like, I go clock out. So how about just do like a little spin or something like that? I don't know why. I just thought it would just be fun to do it. So I do like a little spin, then I punch myself out, and then as I'm walking down, I get when I walking out, as I get when I get close enough to I feel like close enough to the camera, I just started flipping them off on the way out. So that is why I have the Martin Luther King with the middle finger up. I did that on the way out, made sure all the cameras seen it, and then I was out. But the fun thing about it was is I thought I'm because I was planning on coming in Saturday, but I was planning on coming back in Sunday, but I was going to like do the whole call out thing, whatever. Because they say they want people to call out more now, you know, 'cause they're so cracking down on it. So I was going to do that, but you know, when it came time for it, I was knocked out. I forgot to do it and didn't care. so so they said, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down Sunday, but I really like going Sunday. And I was like, I was gonna call out, you know, call out that day. Didn't do it, so I said, well, F it, I'm not going back. So, so yeah, I didn't go back. So I just like found like a job through like a temp service I used it for, and got a job where the schedule benefits me, you know, where the schedule, you know, like the schedule I like, I get to work Monday through Friday and get Saturday and Sunday off. So do like that. And I do like it 2 days in a row because the other job, it would give me one day and they have to work 2 days and give me another day off. I'm like, that don't I don't feel rested over there. And the thing about it was like when I had my last job working at the stone manufacturing plant, like where, I just felt like completely disrespected. I was like after that job, I was like pretty much I made a promise to myself like if I ever get like, disrespected, it's time to move on. If I'm not being respected, I'm out because I will not spend, more time than I have to, you know, being disrespected. And it's kind of funny how like jobs are still acting this arrogant when they ever have the great resignation, which like people are not coming to jobs like that. Especially when people ain't really putting up with the BS that corporations are going through, which is why they hiring more people. And but yeah, as far as that story, so far it's a good ending. But hopefully this job will paying out. So far so good. But as far as the Great Resignation going, like where you see people, not wanting to go to to these jobs, and I could probably give you some reasons. I'm sure it's like the respect, you know, self care because being at a job where you're constantly berated or you have to deal with people that annoy you or try to get at you, it creates a stressful environment. I mean, I can see that as being one of the reasons, and like self care. Sometimes they don't pay you enough for what you feel like you should be getting paid. That's another reason. But let me see what they have to say about it. Should have put my logo on there. Oh, I should put it up on here. Let me go put my logo up on here real quick. Yeah, the beauty of OVS. Hey TC, oh You finally made it to my channel. I didn't think you would subscribe to me, but good to see you anyway. Great to see you. So yeah, with the yeah, the reasons for the Great Resignation says no secret, yeah, personal growth. So yeah, I would think like yeah, it gave a lot of people the time to uh time to rethink things. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure like people looked at thought about the jobs like, man, I'm over here working myself over for people who don't even care about me and messing up my health for it. Which I mean, it's like a lot. I mean, people go through a lot of stress, which they don't. Okay, appreciate you, TC. Yeah, but a lot of people, working these jobs, deal with all these. Matter of fact, well, having these problems, but not actually dealing with them, so they self-medicate. That's why you probably see a lot of people drink and do drugs and alcohol, drink, do all kinds of stuff to escape their problems. Oh, hey, Fifi. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, I wasn't sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm seeing people I usually don't see here. That's cool. But yeah, it's like saying like on this one said like it said employees left the job due to treatment and management dirt. Man, damn it comes in terms of lowering benefits, layoff of a large amount of workforce, blatant disregard for the and capabilities mental health and capabilities of their workforce in times of stressful times. Okay. All right. As a result, employees feel unappreciated and undervalued. Yeah. And then naturally, both these feelings have a toll on work motivation and mental health. Yes. Because if no one, I don't know if I say hey to you, Fifi, but hey, hey, if I didn't say hi to you, hey, Fifi. But yeah, like pretty much, if employee feels like they're a number, they not gonna give you their best. But they feel like, oh yeah, they respect it, feel like they actually are appreciated and their work matters. They're more likely to give you their best effort. Matter of fact, they may actually be loyal to the company. But me, I don't really do the whole loyalty to a company because I mean with almost all companies, like you're just seen as like I say, you're seen as a number. So it's like, I mean, I don't really see much benefit in being loyal to a company when they're not loyal to you. I mean, pretty much, if I mean, and it's kind of funny when I think about it. It's kind of funny how like businesses, a corporation, businesses, I don't know, like I said, corporations, but businesses in general, how they will, how they want you to give them time if you quit. They want you to give them 2 weeks ahead of time so they can go and get all that stuff together and make sure they're straight. But when it comes to them doing something and getting ready to let you go, you don't get no 2 weeks. You just gotta go and you better figure it out. How like that? I don't know what to tell you. You better figure it out. Which is which is why like I never give a 2 weeks notice. I mean, as far as my job, like yeah, my former job, like I guess they figured it out after the after a few days. Like yeah, he's not coming back. Then they figured out maybe the third or fourth day. Yeah, he's not coming back. But I think I pretty much did that with almost every job. I just left and didn't come back, and I don't feel bad about it. You know, people like, well, you just burn the bridges. You know, you don't need to burn your bridges. I'm not going back to them jobs. Oh, yeah. You know, it's like you don't have to worry about burning bridges if you plan on coming back to that job at some point. I'm not planning on going back to the job. I never went back to a job I quit. Never. So it's like, why'd I worry about burning bridges? It's not a bridge I'm coming back to. But yeah. So yeah, we got that, and then yeah, salary. Yeah, because like I said, some people, if you don't have, especially in times where you're trying to get people to work multiple jobs. See, the job before the one I had, I just quit. The one before that one, what that one taught me was that don't don't do extra work unless you're going to get the amount of money for for said extra work. So if I got to work like 2 or 3 jobs, I need 2 or 3 job money or something close to that. So yeah, if you're not trying to pay nobody that much, well, they will, people will leave, or if they don't leave, you're probably not going to get a great job out of them. They probably will not care about their job and dare you to say something because certain businesses they know that they can't get a lot of people. So even people there, it's like sometimes like employees be a little bold like, oh, you gonna try to tell me something? I dare you to tell me something. And the job I was telling you about, like on the stone manufacturing, that's exactly what we kind of did. Like supervisor try to tell us something, like, man, wish you would try to tell us some BS like that. Like I remember when I first went on a break there, and I remember that HR guy was telling like, yeah, 15 minutes per break, and everybody took 30 because they like to think they just changed it, but originally it was like 30 minutes per break, but everybody took 30 anyway. And it was like, I said, we're supposed to go back in 15 minutes. And no, we're taking 30. He said, one supervisor going to say something about it? No, no, matter of fact, I don't think I even asked that. I think he said, you got 30 minutes. And so I dare the supervisor come back here and say something about it. No, I think, no, I said not him. I think he said, we dare the supervisor come back here and say something about it. But he never did. Like, and that's like pretty much like how we had done it. But I mean, it just, I mean, just like I said, like salary. Yeah, salary. Like if you're not paying people enough to do the job that you're paying for, especially in whatever field it is, if you're not paying them the right amount that they're supposed to get paid, yeah, yeah. Good luck keeping people there. Now let's see, it's at the cost of employee turnover. No secret, the cost of employee turnover is always at an expense. Moreover, you need to add lost productivity as well as time to recruit on and onboard new employees. Additionally, taking into account that it may take up to 9 months for a new employee to be fully onboarded. All in all, it is not only better to attract people to work for a company that appreciates and recognizes their employees, also better for retention and production. That's what I was saying. Yeah, appreciation because and I ain't even got to read this to even know it, but you can hopefully you can see all that. But yeah, pretty much like the most successful businesses are businesses that have that really appreciate their employees, that really treat them as like like they're actually family, not like as some bitch don't. We're like family, but they don't actually treat you like family. They just like say, oh, we're family, but they make you do a whole bunch of extra stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're like a family. We're all in this together. Like I heard that in town. Like, no, there's no way that I get a family atmosphere out of all this. So yeah, but but from what they said, like a study by Microsoft sheds light. I guess it meant sheds S, but like that 37% of the global believe that their companies are asking them too much. Yeah, these spelling errors are ridiculous, but okay. Too much of them during the pandemics. To that point, it is an astonishingly high number that needs to improve. As such, managers need to become more aware of the tone and example they set. Moreover, managers need to become leaders that show strong appreciation and value to the team. The solution comes with a list of employees' needs, fears, and objectives. By doing so, you allow the space to feel comfortable and bring up problems before they end up being a bigger issue that leads to resignation. Additionally, appreciation empowers employees to feel self-purpose and value in the work they are dedicating 40 hours a week into. The benefits and appreciation include engaged employees, motivated workforce, 21% in productivity, uh, and of course, and then they put like in conclusion, the great resignation process that is inevitable. That should spark up management changes in performance. Leadership performance. The result will end in happier employees pursuing their career objectives as well as healthier and more profitable workplace. So yeah, if you want to, I'll copy it here, and you can take it how you and you can take it however you want. Let's see. You want it? Okay, I guess I gotta do it through the web browser. But let me let me put that yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, I put in the link if you're interested in reading it. But yeah, it's pretty much what they talked about is already what I had already kind of mentioned because like the man who created Costco, he from what I hear he treats his employees like actually like family. He actually goes and visits every visits every Costco. He makes it a point to visit every single Costco and get to talk to the employees, actually get to know them and to know what's going on. So I mean it's like leadership is something that that can leadership skills can be learned, but leadership is something that really has to be earned. Like you have to be willing to. I mean, like for real, people really follow somebody. To really get behind somebody they feel like okay they gonna lead the charge and they right with them and they got their backs and they understand the struggle and they're gonna they're gonna side with them. Now if you don't know that struggle or you're not trying to hear the problems of other people who you're working on who working under you, then then you're not a leader. You're just a manager. You're just upholding status quo. Because a leader can, can inspire and motivate people. A manager only keeps a status quo. They're just maintaining. I forgot where I heard that from. I heard that from somewhere. I can't remember where. So I mean, it's not. So I'm not gonna say like it's is my quote. Like I said that, but I definitely heard it somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's great resignation, and like people try to give millennials and Gen Z, well, more millennials than anything, like all this crap. But I'm like, I mean, if anything, this great resignation shows a sign that people are starting to wake up to the system. They starting to see like the problems with the how this system is working. And like before I even did this live, like maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago, I was watching this IG video about this guy. Like he was talking about why school was useless, and he was pretty much saying like that, like the whole system was to designed for people who were working in the industrial revolution, which he kind of like explained that it was actually that is actually useless because the labor force that they are training people for uh, won't exist in 15 years because of artificial intelligence. Like skills they have, like they wanted people like to be able to follow directions well, teach people to follow directions well, and memorization. It was like saying, yeah, you don't need people to follow directions when you have AI to have an AI do that. And he was like, and then he said like, memorization. He was like saying that's obsolete too because back then they didn't have a phone in their pocket that has all this information, so you don't really need to memorize anything. But he did say like this about school. He was like saying like he said the grades from kindergarten to third grade. He said those are all useful, but every after that it's all about obedience and following directions. So he was like pretty much saying that school actually needs to change the way that they have it set up. You know, it's pretty much like have where we can teach you to be better humans or whatnot. Which I mean, of course, you really think about school, it really has a lot of useless things. Like it don't even teach you how to even navigate yourself through life. I mean, the first thing they have you do if you go to college is put yourself in debt. So you be forced to put up with jobs like this, and I think, and thanks to the pandemic, even that ain't even gonna make people want to come, make these kids coming out of college, wanting to do that. So I mean, I'm seeing a revolution here. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I think this is the start of like some kind of revolution. Cause this great resignation has changed the game. Because even if they put in the AI, it's not gonna matter too much. I mean, I know people are scared of AI, scared they're gonna take their jobs. I mean, they take certain jobs, but they can't take the most or complex jobs that you actually need, human brain working on it. Only jobs that like is pretty simple to do. And I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm really not even afraid of it. But to each their own. So I think I done talking about, especially with the magic of OBS. But yeah, I've been meaning to go and talk about this for the longest, but yeah, my roommate kept he gave me time to really do this. There's always around, and I couldn't do the stream like I wanted to, but I am gonna try to get more stuff out of here. But this was something I really wanted to talk about, you know. And I do have another thing I wanted to talk about too, but I had to do it on another day. But it would be interesting. I guess I'll call that I guess that'd be another petty tales or story time. It was story time or something that like I had recorded. I mean, I'm gonna say something about stepping. Leave it there, and I think that probably be like the next thing I do if I'm live. But I am gonna try to get stuff about baking. I'm trying to get some more baking videos out if I can. I just have to really motivate myself. But yeah, all right. But yeah, let me give my shout outs and then I'm gonna roll on out. Thank y'all for hanging it up with me. I'm gonna take up too much time. Shout out to Rainy Woman. Shout out to Tom Malone. Shout out to Shar. Shout out to 12. Shout out to TC. And shout out to Fifi. Thank y'all for rolling with me. Y'all real ones. Thank y'all for coming through. Wholeness and Bounce Vibrations, people. And I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great night. Hey, Larisha. Oh, man. Okay. You came right in when I'm about to get. But yeah, shout out to you for coming through. Yeah, you missed everything, but just try to catch the replay. But again, wholeness and Bounce Vibrations, people. And I'll see you later. But I appreciate you for coming through, Larisha.